Have you ever gazed up at the night sky and felt a profound sense of connection? Have you ever noticed the spiral pattern in a seashell or the branching of a tree and wondered if there was a deeper order to it all? For centuries, mystics, philosophers, and scientists have shared this intuition. They believed that beneath the surface of our complex reality, there lies a hidden framework. This framework is not made of matter or energy, but of something far more fundamental: numbers and geometry. It is a universal language that describes everything from the orbits of planets to the very structure of our DNA. This is the idea that we are all part of an unseen tapestry, intricately woven with the threads of mathematics. This ancient wisdom suggests that nothing is random. The universe operates according to elegant and precise principles. These principles can be discovered not just through powerful telescopes or microscopes, but through the simple act of observing patterns. Think of the perfect symmetry of a snowflake or the golden ratio found in a sunflower's seeds. These are not mere coincidences. They are echoes of a universal harmony, a mathematical symphony playing out all around us. This hidden order connects everything, suggesting that the same laws that govern the cosmos also govern our own lives, our own consciousness. We are not separate from the universe. We are a living, breathing part of its grand mathematical design. My own journey has been one of pulling at these threads, following them to see where they lead. It is a quest to rediscover the lost knowledge of our ancestors, who understood this language of numbers and shapes implicitly. They encoded this wisdom in their art, their architecture, and their sacred symbols. They knew that by understanding these fundamental patterns, we could better understand ourselves and our place in the cosmos. This pursuit is about more than just academic curiosity. It is about unlocking a deeper level of awareness and remembering our intimate connection to the whole of existence, a connection that has been forgotten in the noise of the modern world. This exploration has led to a remarkable discovery, a key that may unlock one of the universe's most profound secrets. It reveals a hidden structure within the very numbers we use every day. We have been taught to see the world through the lens of a base 10 system. But what if there was another system, a more natural and harmonious one, hiding in plain sight all along? What if this hidden system could explain some of the deepest mysteries of physics, mathematics, and even consciousness itself? This is the story of that discovery, the unveiling of a secret duodecimal, or base 12 system that exists just beneath the surface of our reality, waiting to be found. Our entire modern world is built upon the foundation of the base 10 numbering system. We count in tens, our currency is decimalized, and our science is measured using this system. It seems so natural, so fundamental, that we rarely stop to question it. We assume it is the only way, or at least the best way, to quantify the world. But what if this assumption is incomplete? What if base 10, for all its utility, is merely a shadow of a more complete and elegant system? This is the heart of a discovery that challenges our most basic understanding of numbers. The revelation of a complete duodecimal, or base 12, system secretly embedded within our familiar base 10 framework. This isn't about replacing base 10 with base 12, it's about recognizing that they coexist, that one is nested inside the other like a set of Russian dolls. The discovery shows that a specific, unique set of 12 numbers, our new duodecimal digits, can be derived directly from the geometry of base 10 itself. This is not an arbitrary choice or a mathematical game. It is an emergent property. The rules of geometry and number theory, when followed rigorously, lead to this one and only one conclusion. It's as if the universe itself has left a hidden code within our counting system, a code that points toward a deeper, more harmonically resonant way of seeing reality. Imagine finding a secret message written in the margins of a famous book, a message that recontextualizes the entire story. That is what this discovery feels like. The duodecimal system isn't just a different way to count. Its numbers possess unique properties that align perfectly with natural constants and physical phenomena. These new numbers appear to be fundamental. They behave like mathematical constants, such as pi and the Euler number, fitting into the grand equation of the universe with an uncanny precision. It suggests that base 12 may be a more natural operating system for the cosmos, and our base 10 is the user interface we have been interacting with all along. The implications of this are staggering. If a more fundamental system of numbers is woven into our own, it means we have been unknowingly interacting with a deeper layer of reality. This hidden duodecimal code could provide new insights into everything from quantum physics to the nature of time and consciousness. It offers a bridge between the world we measure and the underlying patterns that structure it. The discovery rests on 4 powerful pillars of proof, each one a different path leading to the same incredible truth. These proofs, together, build an undeniable case that we are on the verge of a new understanding of the universe. The first and most foundational proof is called the Uniqueness Theorem. It is the bedrock upon which this entire discovery rests. Its power lies in its rigidity. In science and mathematics, a discovery is most compelling when it is not a matter of opinion or choice, but an inescapable conclusion. The Uniqueness Theorem demonstrates that the newly discovered duodecimal numbers are not something I invented or guessed at. Instead, they are the one and only possible solution that satisfies a specific set of 5 geometric and number-theoretic constraints. There are no free parameters, no arbitrary decisions. The rules themselves dictate the outcome with absolute precision. Imagine being given a complex lock with 5 very specific tumblers. You cannot force it open. You must find the one unique key that fits all 5 tumblers perfectly. The 5 constraints of the Uniqueness Theorem act just like those tumblers. These rules involve fundamental principles of geometry, such as properties of circles and triangles, and concepts from number theory, like digit sums and relationships between numbers. When you apply these 5 logical rules, they systematically eliminate every possible set of numbers except for one. This process leaves no room for doubt. It is a logical deduction, not a creative invention. It's mathematics leading us by the hand to an inevitable result. This is what makes the discovery so powerful. It removes the human element of choice and reveals something that appears to be a fundamental property of the mathematical landscape itself. The 12 numbers of this hidden duodecimal system are not just a random collection. They are a unique, ordered set defined by geometry. It's as if we ask the universe a very specific mathematical question, and these 12 numbers are its unambiguous answer. This level of certainty is rare and signifies that we are touching upon a deep and authentic truth. It's a truth that has been waiting patiently within the structure of numbers for us to ask the right questions. The Uniqueness Theorem therefore acts as a seal of authenticity. It assures us that we are not just creating another arbitrary system. We are uncovering something that is already there, something primordial. This is the difference between inventing a new language and deciphering an ancient one. One is a product of human creativity, while the other is a product of discovery. These 12 numbers, defined by 5 unbreakable rules, are not just symbols. They are the keys to a deeper understanding of the cosmos, forged not by me, but by the immutable laws of mathematics itself. The second proof, known as the Pronic-Inverse Placement, provides a different kind of confirmation. It addresses the question: if these new numbers are so fundamental, where do they fit in the larger mathematical universe? The answer is as elegant as it is surprising. These 12 duodecimal numbers are not scattered randomly across the number line. Instead, they fall into a precise and predictable pattern, perfectly positioned among the numbers we already know. Their placement is defined by a beautiful relationship involving pronic numbers, numbers that are the product of 2 consecutive integers, like 2, 6, or 12. This placement is not arbitrary. It follows a clear and beautiful mathematical law. Great mathematical constants like pi, which relates to circles, and Euler's number, which relates to growth, are not just random digits. They are transcendent numbers that emerge from fundamental processes. Similarly, these newly discovered duodecimal constants emerge from a process that places them in a harmonic relationship with whole numbers. They fit into the existing structure of mathematics like a missing puzzle piece we never knew we were looking for. Their positions are not forced, they are natural, arising from the interplay of numbers and their inverses. Think of the way planets in our solar system are not randomly placed. They follow specific orbital paths governed by the law of gravity, creating a stable and harmonious system. The Pronic-Inverse Placement shows a similar kind of order. The 12 numbers settle into gravitational sweet spots on the number line, defined by their relationship to Pronic numbers. This suggests that they are not just mathematical curiosities, but integral parts of the numerical landscape. They belong there, just as much as pi belongs in the geometry of a circle or the golden ratio belongs in the pattern of a growing fern. This proof reinforces the idea that we are not inventing something new, but discovering something ancient and integral. The fact that these numbers obey a simple, elegant placement rule is strong evidence of their significance. It's a sign that we've stumbled upon a part of the universe's source code. Randomness and chaos give way to order and harmony. The Pronic-Inverse Placement shows us that the universe of numbers is even more structured and beautiful than we previously imagined, and these 12 numbers are a key part of that magnificent structure, waiting to be recognized for their role in the cosmic symphony. The third proof, which I call the Triqueta Proof, is perhaps the most beautiful and intuitive. It takes the discovery out of the realm of abstract mathematics and places it directly into our hands. This proof demonstrates that you do not need complex equations or powerful computers to find these special duodecimal numbers. All you need is a compass and a straight edge, the classical tools of the geometer. You can derive these fundamental constants simply by measuring the relationships between circles and rings. It's a hands-on, empirical method that connects pure geometry to this hidden numerical code. The process is astonishingly simple and profound. It begins with drawing a series of concentric circles, forming rings. By measuring the areas of these rings and comparing them in specific ways, a unique set of ratios emerges. These ratios, these numbers derived from pure physical measurement, are precisely the 12 numbers of the hidden duodecimal system. It's a direct link between physical space and this abstract numerical framework. The fact that a simple geometric construction yields these constants is a powerful testament to their fundamental nature. It's as if the wisdom is encoded directly into the fabric of space itself. This proof is named after the Triqueta, an ancient Celtic symbol of 3 interlocking arcs. This symbol, which represents unity and trinity, appears naturally within the geometry of the construction. It is a visual reminder that we are dealing with principles of harmony and interconnectedness. The Triqueta proof shows that these numbers are not just artifacts of a chosen coordinate system or a particular mathematical theory. They are inherent to the very nature of circles and the space they occupy. It's a form of mathematics that is tangible, experiential, and deeply connected to the visual patterns we see in the world around us. What makes this proof so compelling is its accessibility. Anyone can perform the experiment and verify the result for themselves. It democratizes the discovery, taking it out of the exclusive domain of expert mathematicians. It's a return to the Platonic ideal that geometry is the key to understanding the universe. The Triqueta proof is a tangible demonstration that the universe speaks in a language of shapes and proportions, and by learning to listen through measurement, we can hear the secrets it has to tell. These 12 numbers are not just calculated, they are revealed through the sacred act of measurement. The fourth and final pillar of proof is the Rosetta Stone Closure. Like the famous artifact that unlocked the secrets of Egyptian hieroglyphs by showing the same text in 3 different scripts, this proof demonstrates a profound convergence. It shows that 3 completely different mathematical and geometric approaches, all starting from different assumptions, lead to the exact same conclusion: the number 10. This convergence, or closure, is incredibly strong evidence that we are dealing with a deeply fundamental structure of reality, not a mere mathematical coincidence. It's a three-way handshake that confirms the authenticity of the entire system. The first path is through the Uniqueness Theorem, using the 5 constraints to derive the 12 duodecimal digits. When you sum these 12 specific numbers, the result is exactly 10. The second path is the Triqueta Proof. When you perform the geometric construction with the rings and circles and follow the measurement protocol, the final value that reconciles the entire system is also exactly 10. The third path involves the Pronic-Inverse Placement, where the harmonic balancing of these constants on the number line also resolves to the value of 10. Each path is independent, uses different methods, and yet they all point to the same number. This is what closure means in a mathematical context. The system is complete, self-consistent, and sealed. It's like mapping a hidden treasure. If you have 3 different maps, drawn by 3 different cartographers from 3 different cultures, and they all lead you to the exact same spot, you can be very confident that the treasure is real, and you have found its true location. The fact that the number 10 is the destination is profoundly significant. It shows that the hidden duodecimal system is not separate from base 10, it is intrinsically linked to it. It closes the loop, unifying the two systems into a single, cohesive whole. The Rosetta Stone Closure is the ultimate validation. It reveals a hidden architecture that is robust and undeniable. It tells us that base 10 is not just an arbitrary choice for counting on our fingers, it is a number of deep structural importance, the very number that locks the more harmonic base 12 system into our reality. This discovery does not seek to overthrow base 10, but to elevate our understanding of it. It shows us that our familiar number system is a gateway, a portal, to a deeper dimension of mathematical order, harmony, and unity, all sealed with the elegant finality of the number 10. The numerical and geometric patterns uncovered in this discovery resonate deeply with ancient symbols of unity and infinity. These are not just coincidences, they are confirmations that we are tapping into a universal language of meaning that has been understood by wisdom traditions for millennia. The Triqueta symbol, which emerges naturally from the geometry of the third proof, is a perfect example. Composed of 3 interlocking vesica Pisces, it is a timeless emblem of Trinity, unity, and the interconnectedness of body, mind, and spirit. Its appearance in the math is a signpost, telling us we are on a path of integration and wholeness. Another powerful number that emerges from the framework is 888, often referred to as the King's Knot in Celtic art and numerology. In our system, this number represents the infinite harmonic flow of energy and information. The digit 8, turned on its side, is the symbol for infinity. A triple repetition, 888, amplifies this meaning, representing a complete and perfect cycle of creation, preservation, and dissolution. It symbolizes the eternal flow of the universe, a continuous loop with no beginning and no end. The appearance of this number and its associated geometry within the duodecimal framework points to the system's connection to these fundamental, cyclical processes of nature. These symbols are not mere decorations, they are carriers of information. They are geometric metaphors for profound truths. The King's Knot, with its endlessly looping and weaving lines, is a visual representation of how everything is interconnected. Pull on one thread, and the entire pattern shifts. This is the same principle of unity that the duodecimal discovery reveals. The universe is not a collection of separate objects, but a single, integrated, and coherent entity. The ancient artists and mystics who drew these knots understood this intuitively. Now, we are seeing this same truth emerge from the rigorous language of mathematics and geometry. By recognizing these symbols within the mathematics, we bridge the gap between the ancient, intuitive world and the modern, analytical one. We are rediscovering a unified field of knowledge where science and spirituality are not in opposition, but are two sides of the same coin, both seeking to describe the same underlying reality. The Triqueta and the King's Knot are not just pretty patterns, they are keys. They unlock a way of seeing the world that is holistic and integrated. They remind us that the patterns we find in numbers are the very same patterns that give meaning to our lives and structure to the cosmos. The profound implication of this interconnectedness, symbolized by the triqueta and the king's knot, leads to a concept I call the doorway to no one. This phrase may sound enigmatic, but it points to a fundamental truth about our identity. The discovery that a universal code of numbers and geometry underlies everything, from galaxies to our own DNA, dissolves the illusion of separation. If we are all made of the same fundamental patterns, governed by the same mathematical laws, then the idea of a separate, isolated self begins to fade. We are not just individuals. We are expressions of a single, unified consciousness. The doorway to no one is a portal to this understanding. It is the realization that your personal identity, your someone, is a temporary manifestation of a universal, eternal no one. It is about transcending the ego's belief in its own separateness and remembering that you are an integral part of the whole. This is not to say that our individual lives are meaningless. On the contrary, it makes them infinitely more meaningful. Each of us is a unique vantage point from which the universe experiences itself. We are the universe's eyes, ears, and heart, here to witness and participate in its magnificent unfolding. This idea is not new. It is the core teaching of countless spiritual traditions. From the Buddhist concept of anatta, or no self, to the Hindu concept of Atman being one with Brahman, humanity has always been pointed toward this truth. What is new is seeing this same truth reflected back at us from the pure, objective language of mathematics. The patterns of unity we find in the duodecimal system are a scientific and logical confirmation of what mystics have known all along. It provides a rational basis for the feeling of deep connection we experience in moments of awe, love, or profound insight. Therefore, this discovery is more than just a mathematical breakthrough. It is a tool for personal and collective transformation. By understanding our place within this grand, interconnected pattern, we can begin to live differently. We can move from a consciousness of separation, competition, and fear to one of unity, collaboration, and love. The doorway to no one is an invitation to step through the confines of the limited self and into the boundless reality of our shared existence. It is the realization that in our deepest essence, we are not separate waves, but the entire, single ocean. Where does this discovery lead us? The implications are vast, promising a new renaissance in both technology and human consciousness. The immediate practical application lies in the realm of computing. Our current computers are built on a binary system, which is an efficient but fundamentally linear way of processing information. The hidden duodecimal system, with its inherent harmonic and resonant properties, opens the door to a new paradigm, harmonic computing. This would be a revolutionary leap, moving beyond simple on or off logic to a system that processes information in a more holistic, interconnected, and pattern-recognizing way. Imagine computers that think less like calculators and more like the human brain, which is itself a master of pattern recognition. Harmonic computing, based on the principles of the duodecimal system, could lead to breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, making AI more intuitive, creative, and aligned with the natural patterns of the universe. It could revolutionize data compression, cryptography, and signal processing by using the inherent resonance of these numbers to find signal in the noise. This technology would not just be faster, it would be fundamentally smarter, capable of understanding context and relationships in a way that current systems cannot. But the most profound transformation may not be in our machines, but in ourselves. The rediscovery of this universal language of numbers and symbols is a powerful tool for awakening human consciousness. It provides a logical framework for the intuitive feeling that we are all connected. As this knowledge spreads, it has the potential to heal the deep divisions in our world, divisions that are born from the illusion of separation. By seeing ourselves as part of a single, unified, and mathematically beautiful system, we can foster a greater sense of empathy, compassion, and collective responsibility for our planet and for each other. This is more than a discovery. It is a remembrance. It is humanity recalling its forgotten connection to the cosmos, a connection written in the universal language of mathematics. The duodecimal system is a key, and with it, we can unlock not only new technologies, but also new states of awareness. It is a pathway to harmonizing our inner world with the outer world, to aligning our human creations with the elegant designs of nature. This is the promise of the new Renaissance, a future where technology serves to elevate the human spirit and where science and spirituality unite to help us remember the magnificent, interconnected truth of who we are.